I have bad news to give you. Today, or just last night, we lost one of our own. We lost Spotty. Spotty, it's unbelievable. Really was. We still haven't processed the whole thing.
Spotty.
I rescued Spotty 8 years ago. I had just arrived to Spain, and someone called me, one of our friends in Murcia, Alicia, and told me that there was this little puppy that had a serious problem and needed help. That dog had no knee. Apparently, when he was a little puppy, he was injured with his litter mates, and the knee got infected, and this led to the bone disappearing. So this doggy had no knee, and he was in pretty bad shape. So she gave him to us. I took care of him, rehabilitated him. We couldn't do anything with the knee, because in those days we couldn't have a knee prosthesis. Still, he did very well. Spotty ran happily during all his life. So I adopted Spotty. Spotty stayed with me and my dogs, and he joined my family. Then years later, about 5 years later, Spotty started having seizures, and we started having problems at home because my dogs would pick up on his seizures and will attack him. So when I came home in the evening every night, Spotty always had injuries and he'd been beaten by the others. So I thought, wow, we have to do something about this. So we took him to the vet to see what was happening with the seizures, what was the real cause. And Spotty had a condition called insulinoma. Insulinoma is a tumor that affects the pancreas. So it changes the way the body regulates insulin, and because of this, when the dog gets off balance, and then he has these seizures. So we started treatment. Spotty moved on to the White House, where he could be in company all day while I was out working, so there would be no attacks. He was safe. Maribel took amazing care of him. She's devastated today, as you can see. Anyway, so doctors told us that insulinoma could be operated, but that he will have a very short lifespan. We operated him once. He came out of surgery really well, running happily. Still, we knew the tumor was there, but we didn't know how long he was going to live. So 6-7 months later, the tumor came back, and we had to take the decision to operate him again or not. But he was so happy. He was running around. He was just doing amazingly well. So we operated him again. And then we bought him another year of life. 1 year later, he needed to have another surgery, which we did. The surgery, when he came out of surgery, again, he was running happily, like if nothing happened. We bought Spotty 4 years of life. The vets said that he wasn't going to make it past a couple of years. We doubled that. He lived for 4 more years. Until yesterday. Yesterday he felt really badly. He started convulsing. We took him to the hospital. Then he had another seizure. And then he had another seizure. And then 2 hours later he had another seizure. And no matter what we did, we couldn't really stabilize him. So he will go on to seizures, recover a little bit, and then have another one, and then have another one. So last night at 1:30 in the evening, we just went to the hospital, and we ended his suffering. He passed in our arms. Maribel was there, so was Jairo, my brother, Maribel's husband, Martin, and my girlfriend. And Spotty left this world surrounded by people that truly love him, and knowing that behind us there was an amazing community that had supported him for his entire life. Well, maybe he didn't know that. But I told him. Making a big effort in trying to keep a straight face. Maribel is struggling, and this is the situation here today. 9 years in total. Spotty was with us. He had an amazing life. Yesterday when I went to bed crying, my girlfriend just told me this, think about it, you know, he had such a wonderful life. He never had a boring day in his entire life. He did so many things. He had a full life, and all of this, well, because he lived with you. And in the end, you bought him 4 years, extra 4 years.
Mi gordito.
Of a disease that he just wouldn't have made it past the first few months. We will always remember this amazing little dog. So happy, so friendly. He was the center of this house. He was friends with everybody. He never had a problem with anybody. Everyone accepted him, even with his condition. They knew he was sick, and you know, he made this beautiful place what it is. Today is a really sad day for us. Today there's silence in this place. You can see it in the dogs. They know something's happening. They know someone is missing. Rest in peace, Spotty.
Mi chico, que está muy contento. ¡Bravo! ¡Bravo! ¡Mi cantautor! ¿Qué te hace, Nina? ¡Corre! ¿Qué hace, mi amor? ¿Eh? Ay, ay. ¡Qué bien, eh! El campeón. Ay, hola, Rabito. Poti. Petito.
Hi, today I want to tell you a funny story, but this story begins in a way quite a few years ago, about 10 years ago. I was at the time living in Turkey. One day, someone knocks on my door, 2 policemen. They come and they say, look, you have to come to a public prosecutor because there's been a very serious report against you in Turkey. So I get out of bed, I jump on my pants, I go to the public prosecutor's office, and they tell me that there's been very serious charges laid against me. They tell me that the charges are that I had, now listen to this, I had grabbed 2 million dogs from the streets of Istanbul. I had put them on a boat and I had sent them to China to be sold in Chinese restaurants. I was like, wow, seriously? Are people so dumb? And the public prosecutor tells me, yes, people are so dumb. You have nothing to worry about. It's just that the accusations were so stupid that I wanted to get to know the person that is capable of generating so much love, because the work that we were doing was great, and at the same time so much hatred. So, wow. And now what happens? And they say nothing happens. This goes nowhere. And he tells me, look, have you sold 2 million dogs to Chinese restaurants? And I say, of course no. I said, well, so that's it, no problem, you can go. That was a funny story, and that was the result of the conspiracy and the sick minds of quite a few people in Turkey. We had this problem over there. When you rescue animals being a foreigner in Turkey, people don't like it, the government not happy, and things like this happen. Now, fast forward 10 years. We arrived to Spain. We're here, 28th of May. 8 in the morning, somebody knocks on my door. I open the door and there are 2 policemen who tells me that I have to go with them to the police station. My God, really seriously, what happened? I mean, are all the dogs okay? Maybe something happened, maybe Mimi escaped and, don't know, beat a cat. So I go to the police station, and when I arrive there, they tell me that there's been a police report 2 years ago accusing me of belonging to a criminal organization and serious financial charges and crimes and variety of things. So how can I help you? And they say, look, we're gonna go to your house. We're going to register everything. We're gonna find it. Find what? What are they gonna find? In my house there's nothing but dogs and cats. So police take me and we come back to my house. They enter the door and they say, well, what is it? What is it? What is what? What are you looking for? And they say, where's your car collection? Wow, my car collection. I wish I had one. I just have one car. I have one Jeep that is parked just outside in the street. And it's the Jeep that you see in every video. So, seriously? You're looking for a car collection? So, we go inside the house and what is it? Just where is the money? What money, agents? There is no money. With the COVID-19, we don't use any money. When I have to buy something, I use the credit card just here. I go like this and I go like bling and I buy. I don't use any money. It's all electronic. Just give it up. Just find it and you have to give it to us. Wow, my God. And what else do you need other than money? And I say, we need your computers and we need all your equipment. Oh my God, again, I don't have computers. I have computer, one just over there. You can take it. And I guess you also need iPad. And so they take the iPad and they take the hard drives that we use for storage of the videos. Now, so they look for everywhere in the house. They bring a dog who smells money and smells paper and drugs, and this dog smells everywhere and is looking for, I don't know, maybe they saw Breaking Bad and they saw that in Breaking Bad they hide the money in behind the walls. I don't know, they were looking for everything. It was really, really scary. I thought, well, maybe somebody has placed millions of dollars or euros in my home and I didn't even know. So at the end of a 3-hour search, police had found 26 euros, which is about $30, that were in my dad's wallet. My dad passed away of coronavirus. They also found his ashes in my bedroom. And they were like, what is your watch collection? I said, watch collection? What watch collection? Yes, your luxury watches. don't know. I mean, I have 3 watches. I have this one. I have a Seiko, $40, and I have a Orient Bambino, which is like, I don't know, $50. So hardly luxury. Where are your luxury clothes? Luxury clothes, but see, I always go in t-shirt and what are they looking for? And they were looking for things and they couldn't find anything. They were very upset. So finally, we leave the house and we go back to the police station. They ask me questions and I don't know what they're talking about. So they called everybody working with us. They go to the White House. Again, they were looking in the White House for documents and for money, and they found Dickens and Nancy and Spotty and Nina and Dorian and Jordan and Martha. And they found dogs on wheelchairs. That was really shocking. So that happened on the 28th of May. Since then, the police has been going through my computer, has been going through the hard drives, and they had found thousands and thousands of dog and cat videos. And in the iPad, because it was the iPad of my kids, they found some episodes of Star Wars and superheroes by Disney, and they found lots of selfies of my son, because he likes to take selfies. And in the hard drives, they found about 45,000 dog and cat videos. So, that's it. This is the story. And it was gonna end like this until 2 weeks ago. I don't know why they did this, but maybe because they really had nothing else to report on, they issued something announcing that there had been a raid in my house. So the news in Spain goes everywhere, and this guy has been arrested and he's in jail. And what? I'm at home. No, I'm not. This happened on the 28th of May. I'm fine. Just don't worry. But everybody's calling me. But you're in jail. And no, I'm at home. I'm at home. We issued a video over here in Spain to explain people that I was okay and that there was nothing. And apparently now there's somebody placing a website the same story in the US, and now people are asking me, are you in jail? Are you okay? Yes, don't worry, we're fine. We're fine. They're still looking at my telephone, and I don't know. I think they're gonna find some more videos of this one, of Mia.
Mia.
She's so funny. And maybe they'll find some more videos of Maribel helping the dogs. And that's it. This is what happens when police actions depend on citizens' reports. There are so many crazy people that they are capable of putting a fake police report, and they have to investigate it. Obviously, they went to the White House and they didn't understand what we were doing. Why such a beautiful place just for dogs? This is not normal over here in Spain. Over here in Spain, dogs in rescue centers don't live like our dogs. They live in tiny cages or in, tied to trees or to walls. Police didn't understand anything. And this is where we left it. They are still trying to understand who the hell are those people that have dogs on wheelchairs living in beautiful villas. And that's it. This is the story. Funny, sad, really. I honestly didn't believe that the Turkish story will repeat itself in Spain. But there we go. Here we are. Spain, Turkey, on the same level. Yeah, that's it. We're fine. Tomorrow is going to be a great video explaining the way Let's Adopt works. How do we function? The things we pay for, the things we don't pay for, and all those great things that I'm sure many of you would like to know. Thanks a lot. Funny video, sad video, ridiculous video, I don't know what it is. Maribel, you need to learn English.
Bueno.
The world is missing a great thing.
Yes.
Maribel. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
Bye.
Hi. Very often we get the question, what is your shelter? What are your rescue centers? Where are the animals? Where do they go after they leave the hospital and before they are adopted? Look, we have two rescue centers. We call them the White House and the Pink House. Actually, we call them the White House because the house is white, but also a veiled reference to the government center in the United States, and the Pink House because of the Argentinian presidential palace, the La Casa Rosa, the Pink House. In there, our animals live extraordinary lives. These are animals that were rescued in critical condition, animals that went through absolute hell. Some of them recovered greatly, some of them didn't recover. Animals like Dickens, Nancy, Jordan, Martha. Animals that live in wheelchairs and that need special care. We also have dogs like a Jew, or dogs like India, that have been with us for a long time because simply nobody wants them, and we keep on making these videos, but they don't get adopted. And then we have animals that are waiting to go home, like Dorian, for example, that is going to the US, or like Nina, that has been adopted locally, but that the family is getting to know her little by little. So on today's video, I'm going to show you the White House, but it's not going to be a tour of the premises. Instead, we're going to be focusing on the animals that we have there. You're going to see them all. You're going to get to know them by name and surname. Well, actually, they don't have a surname because they are dogs, but let's call them the surname Larkhill, yeah? Dickens Larkhill, Nina Larkhill, India Larkhill. So this is the lives of our animals. Have a look. Enjoy.
An ocean, a cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is great inside this narrow maze. We speak, but oh, nothing. We run our separate ways. Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy with someone else? You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Now grab my hand. Everything is great inside this narrow maze. Everything has lost its taste. Months of rain and chest pain. Heavy breathing, stay insane. Now grab my hand. Months of rain and chest pain. Tell me what's the plan?
Hola, 2S. 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 2S
were standing there, you bravely let me in. I could wait 1,000,000 years or more until you came knocking at my door. It's hard to be this real. We can play our favorite song, dancing to it all night long. With you I feel something, 'cause we're both so unashamed. We're not playing any games. I found a star in you, always guiding me to where my words are true. I've waited 1,000,000 years before, and I'll do it all again just to make sure. Yeah, it's hard to be this real. We can play our favorite song, dancing to it all night long. With you I feel something, 'cause we're both so unashamed. We're not playing any games. Yeah, it's hard to be this real. We can play our favorite song, dancing to it all night long. With you I feel something, 'cause we're both so unashamed. We're not playing any games. Not playing any games.
Sometimes people tell us, why do your animals live like this? Wouldn't it be better if you rescue more and put them in cages instead? No, we don't agree with that. This is what we do. We are aware that we have a limited impact in the world and in the whole problem. We are aware that there are other people that do it differently, but this is what we do. This is us. Our animals, after being treated, will never go to live in cages. They will never be tied to a wall. They will never be tied to a tree. There will be no stress. Instead, they will wait at one of our 2 beautiful rescue centers until they are adopted and until they have the second chance that we all crave for them. So guys, thank you very much for being here. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of commitment for life. What Maribel does with those animals is extraordinary. And really, I need to thank her because her work is unparalleled. And every night when I go to bed, I think of the animals at the White House, and I know they're fine. And I know they will be fine tomorrow. Also, thanks to you. Everything you've seen today, all the house, the animals, their food, their treatments, the amazing care, the constant visits to the vets, everything can only happen thanks to the support of our friends. If you like what we do, if you enjoyed seeing these animals happy and well cared for, please consider helping us. Please consider donating. There's a link at the bottom of this video. You can join us there on a permanent basis, or you can also join me on my Patreon support community. So guys, thank you very much for this. It's great to be with you. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Hi, I'm here with Maribel, and today this is an administration video, okay? You will still see some animals, but today I'm gonna answer some very important questions that some people may have. And the most important one is, Victor, but really, how much do you spend in medical bills? I mean, all these animals that you save, I mean, how much does this really cost? All right, how much does this really cost? It's a complicated question to answer, but I'm gonna try to give you a full understanding of what we do. Okay, so to do this, I asked my brother Jairo to get me 3 folders, which are the medical expenses of 2019 as well, and 2020. Yeah, all right. So when you open these folders, you see hundreds and hundreds of invoices. For example, here we have Apollo surgery, that's 4,863 euros. We have another surgery to Kyle, 400. And then you have treatment, Princess, Phoebe, Richard, okay? And like this, you have hundreds of pages. You see? It's quite crazy, 400, 200, 3,000, 117, and then all these animals. There are so many. Sergio, look at this. You have the treatments. You have the animals, the treatments, everything for every 2,250. All right, over here, different. So what I wanted to show you is that every single treatment that our animals receive is itemized, is accounted for, is processed. Okay, that's 2019. Then there is more again over here in 2019 with Apollo, Richard, Wolfie, Rio, Marley, Angel, and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Snoopy, Shiva, Pipa. It's a crazy experience just to look at our bills. I mean, look, if any of you runs an organization, and I'm not gonna say big one, just mid-size or even small like ours. Well, I mean mid-size. You're probably familiar with this kind of thing. All this paperwork is processed digitally, is uploaded, is sent to our accountants, and is uploaded on the website. As you know, we are registered in Amsterdam. We are considered an AMBI, which is an entity for the public good. But the question is, how much do you spend on vets, Victor? Right here, I'm going to give you a few numbers. In 2015, when we started rescuing over here in Spain, we started in the month of November, and between November and December we spent $87,000. That was very little, because in 2016 we spent $287,974. 2017, $255,951. In 2018, $307,000. In 2019, $169,000. And in 2020, the year of the pandemic, coronavirus, complete reduction of the animals that we can rescue and the donations that we have been receiving, we've only spent $106,000 in the last few months. So yes, just to one hospital. So it's a total of €1,194,371 euros. But that's just to one hospital. And then you have to add the expenses to other hospitals here and there, our small clinic, hospitals in other cities, emergencies that we have here and there. That's another 218,000 for a total of $1,645,563 US dollars. 1.4 million euros, 1.6 million dollars. Honestly, this is like, it's crazy. We spend so much money in vets. Wow. Sometimes I think that we should open our own hospital. But the thing is that if we did this, then I wouldn't be able to put all this effort into running this rescue center. Then I will be running a hospital, and hospitals are a completely different animal. So I have no experience running hospitals. So instead, we're running this animal rescue organization. Now, but these are only vet bills. Yeah, you see, when we have an animal and we ask for, please help us save Charlie, help us save Apollo, help us save. By the way, Apollo is fine. I will make a video on him very soon. Aju, hello, what's up? But that's only vet bills. Then there is everything else. Then over here we have another folder with several things. For example, over here we have what? Orthocanis, these are wheelchairs for different animals. That's like 500 euros, that's $600. Then you have materials for the house. Then you have some animals that were just rescued and they went to boarding facilities. Wow, my God. We have food. As you know, our animals, they eat raw meat and bones. And we spend 500 euros per week only. I think the other day I made the amount, and we have spent 96,000 euros on food alone. And then of course there's more expenses here, and then electricity and all of these, and the external consultations. This is for dermatology for one of the animals, but you see, Stichting Let's Adopt International, and this and that. This is the visit for this dog. Do you remember last year when we bought like few tons of food and we delivered it to the animals over there? So here it is, 2,145 euros. Other hospitals, other vets everywhere in Almeria, in Granada, in cities around Spain and the world. Seriously, it's a lot. And then of course we have the expenses from the airlines, because every time a dog has to fly, you have to pay for the airline expenses of the dog, and then if somebody goes with him. And then we have 3 horses in Madrid. As you know, we rescued some horses a few years ago, so we have to take care of them as well. And then it's just crazy. Sometimes people write to me and say, oh, I would like to start my own shelter, my own rescue group, and I don't know where to start from. My advice to those people, start small. Actually, don't worry, I mean, you're gonna start small anyway, but start small, and from the beginning, try to show your work the best way you can, and get a group of people helping you and supporting you. Never forget that you cannot do this alone. This is very important. Many people write to me and they say, oh, but I do this alone, I'm alone. No, just please don't try to do it alone. Get a team with you. Get a team of people that are, are like you, people that you like, people that you love, that you can work together. It's very important. Get volunteers. If somebody cannot work as a volunteer, try to raise enough money to hire him, because it's very important that this person is being paid. You cannot function only on volunteers. You need to have the constant commitment of people willing to do the work and to do it well. If you only rely on volunteers, in the end the whole system collapses, because then those people cannot work enough and they have to leave. They have to, take care of their own families. So it's really important. Maribel started as a volunteer, but then she started putting more and more work, and in the end I told her, look, Maribel, leave your other job. It makes no sense. Just work with us. So She works with us full time, and like her, every other girl and every other person working and taking care of the animals 24/7. Very important. Okay, this cannot be a lonely effort. If you're thinking along these lines, just don't do it, because it will destroy you. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Just don't go into something like this alone. If you're starting feeding colonies, if you're starting taking care of stray cats or stray dogs, get a team together from the beginning. Otherwise, you will soon be overwhelmed. I have been overwhelmed myself. God, it's difficult to make this video because it's not a funny issue. But anyway, it's just numbers and look, with this, I'm trying to show you the massive responsibility of taking care of these animals. If you want to do it right, if you want to provide them with the best quality of life, if you want to find them the best homes, if you want to build a community that is confident in you, that supports you no matter what, you have to do things right. And a big part of do things right is to show the work that you do, but another one is to be super organized. Now, this is very important. I personally am not so organized myself, but I have a team of people that, you know, compensate for my shortcomings. So Linda, for example. Linda, say hello.
Hi.
Linda is in Sevilla, and she takes care of all the administration staff for the organization here. Then we also have Carla, editing. Say hello.
Hello.
All right, that's Carla. Then we have Emma, taking care of the website, making sure that everything is perfect, that there are that the system doesn't go down or anything. And then we have Sergio, recording here. Say hello, Sergio.
Oh,
hello, Sergio. Maribel, Martin, Amparo, Laura. I mean, there's a big team here. There's a lot of work to be done. So whenever you see our animals running around happy, whenever you see Dickens being cared for so lovingly by this beautiful lady with the mask. Okay, we had a difficult night. I will tell you about this on tomorrow's video. So whenever you see everything you see in these videos, it's never me only. I'm the guy that gets the pat in the back. I'm the guy that, oh wow, Victor's such a hero, he's such a great guy. And I don't know, maybe I'm a great guy. I'm not a hero. I'm just someone that started something and that managed to put together a team of people that were like him. People that I could trust in 100%. I can trust in this girl 100%. I know each one of our animals is happy and well cared for every moment of the day. When I go to bed every night, I don't have to worry about, well, the dogs at the shelter, they're gonna be fighting, there's gonna be an argument, maybe some of them will be injured, as it happens in so many other organizations. I'm fine. I go to bed thinking, okay, these dogs are gonna have a good night's sleep, and Maribel is gonna be there, and Amparo is gonna be there, and they're gonna be fine. I'm also very confident on our vets. I know if there is a problem, we don't have to go around looking for different vets. I know Valentia Sur is there. I know Juan, Centro Veterinario Integral, is there for us. They've always been there for us. And this only happens if you put together a good team. If you never disappoint them. If you pay your bills. You know, it's very important. Sometimes over the years we've had crises. We've had times when we couldn't pay our bills. Still, the hospital was always there for us. We made an appeal, we asked people for help, and you helped. So, as I say, $1.6 million in vet bills alone. And then there is the rental of the property, the houses where the animals live, the suppliers, taking care of everything. everything. So this is why when in every video I come out and say, look, please help us, please donate, help us save Charlie, help us save Apollo, you're gonna pay for his surgery, and then you're gonna help us continue saving lives. This is why I insist so much, because this is a big responsibility. It is beyond anything I ever expected. It's beyond anything I ever thought that I will have. I mean, if 10 years ago somebody had told me, well, Victor, in a few years you're gonna be paying millions of dollars in vet bills, I'm like, no, please don't. I don't want this responsibility. Okay, 10 years later, I find myself with this responsibility, and with the responsibility of showing our work so that you guys are motivated enough to help. So this is a strange kind of fundraising video, but still is something that I felt it had to be done. We're here, and we're here only if we have your support. $1.6 million in vet bills alone, hundreds of 100,000 euros in food, transport expenses, the works. It's massive, and I get a headache just to think about it. God. So what do? Let's continue saving lives. Will you help us? There's a donation link at the bottom of this video.
Dad, I hear you're recording for the World Awareness Society. What is that?
Yeah, you mean World Animal Awareness Society? Well, I'm a volunteer with the World Animal Awareness Society, Emerson. I volunteer my voice for use in animal rescue videos. And I don't know if you know this, but everyone at the World Animal Awareness Society is a volunteer.
But what do they do?
They're award-winning volunteer filmmakers who have interacted with 2,200 animal welfare nonprofits, including Maddie's Fund and Austin Pets Alive, providing information-rich content to more than 45 countries in the last 10 years.
Dad, what does that mean?
Okay, Em, how about this? They make short movies about animals that are in peril, that are hurting, in bad shape or dying, or homeless in the streets. They film rescuers doing heroic work so they can focus on saving lives. The World Animal Awareness Society posts the rescue videos on social media, and then they're broadcast on TV, sharing the heroic stories with people all over the world so they can understand what's really going on.
Cool. I like animals. How did you start volunteering?
Well, I met their director through social media and saw the work that they were doing and knew that I could help their cause. So I asked if I could volunteer. I am very fortunate to have really great jobs providing the voice to so many shows that I believe it's important to give back. Since I've been volunteering with the World Animal Awareness Society, they have created the 7th most influential YouTube channel for dog rescue lovers in the world, WA2S Films.
That's so cool. Hey, Dad, nice job. Do you think I could volunteer too?
You already are, Em. You already are.
You're watching the World Animal Awareness Society.
Yep, that'll do, Emerson. That'll do.
You're watching the World Animal Awareness Society.